Chapter 4, Event Leadership through Human Resources and Time Management. In this module, your learning outcomes will be to identify leadership characteristics in an event planner and in yourself, to make critical decisions and act decisively, to solve problems, to overcome communication challenges, to improve human resource management, to recruit excellent staff and/or volunteers, to orient, train, inform, educate, motivate, and inspire staff and/or volunteers, to establish effective recruitment and promotion plan, to create effective organizational charts, develop policies, procedures, and practices, improve your time management, and benefit from diversifying your staff. Leadership styles: democratic, which is collaborative; autocratic, which is authoritative; and laissez-faire, empower individuals toward common goals. Special events leadership characteristics would include integrity, confidence and persistence, collaborative decision-making, problem-solving ability, communication skills, vision, focus on sustainable events, and also corporate social responsibility, CSR. What are special event problem-solving skills? To understand the size, scope, and time sensitivity of the problem, to identify key informants, stakeholders, to use the model or comparable problem associated with an effective solution, to test the potential solution with collaborative input of those affected. For situations needing an immediate response, use a previously successful model to frame your response. After a decision is made, monitor your impact and make adjustments as needed. Moving on to communication skills. Poor communication is one of the largest culprits associated with having problems. You need to have accurate sending and receiving of messages, and that includes verbal, written, abstract. That's your body language. You need to listen, analyze, and act. Be flexible, energetic, well-organized, detail-oriented, and a quick thinker. And communication skills is an integrated process. So if you look at this table, there's the problem of not being received. The solution is to confirm receipt of the message. If your problem is being misunderstood, your solution is to ask questions and to clarify. And if your problem is being blocked, you need to promote open communication. So communications is key in special event planning. Vision. This is the big picture for your special event. In terms of communications, you need to conduct an audit to determine how best to send your communications. Avoid communications that is blocked by noise, visual distraction, or other interferences. Use action-required statements. Use various types of communication methods that increase impact, retention, and action. Also use formal written change orders when you're doing your special events. So that makes sure everybody is clear on what it is you're changing and why. Self-interest. Avoid personal agendas. Make sure that you understand that this is not a personal agenda. It is a business, and it is what you are trying to accomplish in your goals in terms of your special events. Dependability. Challenge your volunteers. Schedule more than you need. Offer them rewards. Keep accurate records. Check references. Emphasize punctuality. Trust. Your pattern of behavior by the event coordinator will elicit trust in your staff and your volunteers. Collaboration. Articulate the common purpose of the event. This makes sure everybody's on the same page to cooperate and collaborate to achieve your event goals and objectives. The event coordinator is the team leader. Event leadership summary. Your skills, experience, and intuition form the best judgment, and you would act appropriately to advance the goals of the event organization based on those skills, experience, and intuition. Your communication needs to be regular and clear and concise. You need to continuously monitor, be vigilant in the organization, and have attention to detail. You need to make sure your education is continuing so you'll stay abreast of what's happening in the industry. You need to have wise, judicious, considerate leadership to build a good reputation. You be a skillful leader that others admire and respect when you have all of these. So leadership characteristics would include integrity, confidence, and persistence, collaborative decision-making, problem-solving ability, good communication skills, a vision, which is the big picture, focusing on sustainable events, and again, the corporate social responsibility. This slide also repeats the challenges associated with teamwork in terms of communication, self-interest, dependability, trust, and collaboration. So you see the pattern here. Human resource management. Now this is managing the people that work for you. So this would be employees. Keep in mind that turnover is costly. You want to acknowledge and celebrate when you do have successes. Diversification is important in terms of gender, ethnicity, age, and experience. Volunteer coordination is critical in special events. When you're recruiting, you have to keep in mind the question that the volunteers would ask, what's in it for me? And that's where training, coordination, and rewarding excellent high-quality performance is critical. And you can also contract your temporary employees. Careers in special events. There's a companion book to the text available at Amazon and Wiley.com, and this outlines the subject matter that are in this book. If you are interested in a professional career in special events, I'd recommend that you start with reading this book and then moving on in your research and education, so you can see what the topics are here covered in this particular text. Time management. We've talked about time management before, but time management skills are essential in special events planning. Efficiency is the key. Always best to underpromise and overdeliver. Organizational charts. If you haven't seen organizational charts before, this will give you an idea of the graphic depiction of those. And these charts are formal depictions. They show the level of responsibility in the reporting structures. They show the type of organizations, whether they're traditional or flat, dynamic, top down, and bottom up, and that just shows the flow of responsibility and authority and communication throughout the organization. Motivation differs by generation. This graphic depicts the differences between the generations and motivation. Event leaders must understand motivation will differ between people of different generations. For example, baby boomers might be motivated by compensation, title, and promotion opportunities, whereas the younger generation might be motivated by values of the organization being aligned with them, having flexible hours, travel opportunities, educational opportunities, compensation, and career advancement. Developing policies, procedures, and practices. Written policies and procedures must be in line with the vision and the mission statement. This is true for all businesses as well as special events planning. This creates a culture of quality and professionalism when everyone knows what the policies and procedures, the vision, and the mission are. The policies must be a clear process for decision making, and the procedures must show how policies are implemented. So this is again clarifying your communication, your understanding by having policies, procedures, and practices in place. And lastly, integrate all of these pieces that we've talked about for success in the special events industry.